And then the second car accident, I was turning right into a junction with my sister, and the guy behind, he'd come around a blind bend, overtaken 4 cars, swung in, he was speeding, and then he'd swung out and didn't see that we were turning right, and then just took us out by the side. So yeah, so neither of them. So I just had like chronic stomach ache, actually, like for 2 years I was in and out of A&E, and they didn't know what was wrong. And then eventually I went in and I was like, I am in agony, like, you're gonna have to have a look. And what had happened actually was my intestine had twisted, and it had blocked, and it was like ready to rupture. So I've got half an hour to go. I'll just take my dose before then. So it started quite innocently, and then it like ramped up, and then I was taking more and more, and then I was putting in more and more scripts. And obviously 15 years ago when I started that, like, the drugs weren't that like, they were regulated, but they weren't, rightly, I don't know, maybe people were abusing their prescriptions, but they weren't as hot on it. You'll probably always be taking these medications. You'll always be in pain. You have to accept it. You'll probably never get back to work. You'll probably never do this. You'll never recover completely to a point that you will be able to function and feel like you're living your life. And this started ticking on me, and I believed it. Because, again, you turn up to these professions, they've got these tickets, they've got these So I think it's just balance. It's just balance. And also I think it's probably a good thing to say now that I'm not in that much more pain than I was when I was taking all of those drugs anyway. So I had taken them for so long, my resistance of them was so high that I was still in a considerable amount of pain. And I would say, like, what I've become more, I think it's like a